What's the oddest way you've become a fan of something? Hi, I'm Stella Alouetta, your starlit student, and I am a fan of the Amazing Digital Circus. And I kind of feel guilty about it. Let me explain. So despite how amazingly it was received, the pilot of the Amazing Digital Circus didn't really click with me. I stuck around for episode 2, but that didn't really capture my interest either, so I dropped it after that. Anyway, fast forward almost 2 years and... Wait, 2 years? Huh, what even is time anymore? Anyway, fast forward almost 2 years. It was a while after episode 5's release, and one of my besties wanted to watch The Amazing Digital Circus while we hung out one night. We watched it from beginning all the way through episode 5, and I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. Solidly liked it, but didn't really think any more about it at that point. And then episode 6 came out. From the humor, the animation, the character dynamics and developments, the voice acting, honestly, it's just all around a stellar episode. There are plenty of normal reasons for this episode to make me a fan, but none of those reasons are why I'm a fan. The thing that finally made me a fan of the Amazing Digital Circus? It was the fact that Gooseworks basically murdered the Funny Bunny fandom in front of a live studio audience. The thing is, while I wasn't in the fandom, I'm friends with and follow a lot of people who were into the fandom. I was fandom adjacent. Of fandom-in-law, if you will. So when Jax and Pomni got a scene together singing Daisy Bell, I was happy for the shippers. I even said to my friend at the time, "Aw, I'm glad the Funny Bunny shippers are getting fed this episode." So when 5 minutes later, Jax says he doesn't care if Pomni abstracted, I was losing my mind. I could not believe the show would lift up the shippers before dropping them down a cliff. Pair this with an absolutely cruel illustration of Jax throwing away a picture of him and Pomni from the episode that was tweeted out afterwards, and it's like, damn, Gooseworks, did you at least kiss the brick before you threw it? Needless to say, I had to dive into the fandom to find out what was going on. For the first time, I was in the Amazing Digital Circus tag, looking at everyone's reactions, which then became looking at their character analysis. And by the time I started getting into the algo recommending me lore analysis videos, I knew it was over for me. I was invested, all because Gooseworks absolutely obliterated one of the largest shipping communities in the show. Anyway, how did you become a fan of the Amazing Digital Circus? Let me know down below. Actually, while you're here, tell me, after Jax said that he wouldn't care if Pomni abstracted, did you also totally think that she was about to shoot herself?